This week on Ignition, we find out what happens when a DTM racer takes to the street. What Mercedes has done with the C63 Black Series is kind of fascinating. You see, they somehow managed to get a hold of my high school notebooks, and they've made the car I used to doodle in the margins, what with the massive spoiler and those carbon fiber flicks on the front bumper. You know, come to think of it, this is actually what every car in my Forza Motorsport garage looks like. Well, what is it? Think of the Black Series like a GT3 RS version of the already potent C63. It basically continues this wonderful trend at Mercedes-Benz where it seems the engineers are told to just go nuts. The engine is a 6.2-liter V8 that shares some components with the SLS AMG. Those 6.3 badges on the side are meaningless. That said, it still makes 510 horsepower. The front and rear track are wider, the tires are stickier, the brakes are bigger, the suspension is adjustable, and on and on. And you know, I'm going to stop talking about it because I really want to drive it. Let's get acceleration out of the way first. This car has launch control, but in our testing it wasn't any faster than just doing it yourself. So we're going to put the transmission in S+ mode. Traction control and stability control are already off. I've got my left foot hard on the brake. I'm just going to roll on the throttle with my right and lift off the brake. Upshifts automatically for you. 0 to 60. 3.7 seconds, and the sound it makes on upshifts is just fantastic. Quarter mile, 12.1 seconds at 117 miles an hour. And now for our 60 to 0 braking test. The C63 stops impressively, took 99 feet for our best stop. Now we begin the figure 8 test on the C63, and what a car! When you're approaching a corner, it feels very linear. The brakes, the steering, they all communicate clearly what they want to do. There's no surprises. See, it has a lot of engine, a lot of brake too, very commanding stopping power. This is probably one of the best driving AMG products Mercedes has to offer. The steering ratio feels very tight, so that means you don't have to move the wheel a lot when you're doing corrections, which is great when you have a car as aggressive as this one is. And although there's a little bit of mid-corner understeer, you can easily fix that with some throttle application. It's easy to keep the car neutral. You have to work on the steering a bit to keep your line, but that's fun work.